Good morning, everybody. Good morning. You got it? Welcome to First Pitch, Arizona. This is year number 17, if you can possibly believe it. It's cool. How many here are here for the first time? Yay. How many have been here for at least 10 years? Way cool. Excellent, excellent, excellent. For those who don't know, my name is Ron Shandler. I am the, what am I? I write this book, my name's on the cover anyway. Called Baseball Forecaster, editor and publisher, baseballhq.com. Official sponsor of these First Pitch forums here in Arizona and the local forums across the United States in the spring. And it's cool to be here again. We look forward to this weekend every year, and I'm glad you all can make it this year. Before we get started with the regular program, I've got a somewhat difficult subject to talk about. And I hate to start on a downer, but you know, these are troubling times that we live in these days. These are dangerous times, in fact. Since 9/11, this country has changed. We're driven by the avoidance of fear, yet we are constantly faced with evil. Now, the good news is that we have the ability to overcome these horrors, and we've shown that we have the ability to overcome these horrors. You know, for instance, this year alone, we vanquished the world of two of the most heinous people in history, Osama bin Laden and Muammar Gaddafi. Now, we like to show off our ability to control our own fate. And even in the movies, when you think about it, this was a good year for controlling our fate in movies. This past summer, we finally ended the decade-long reign of terror of Lord Voldemort. And this is important because it just falls under the whole category of being able to deal with the evil. Now, on TV is a whole nother story, because there are lots of evils on TV. I mean, there's Nancy Grace, and there's Nancy Grace again, and lots of evils. Luckily for us, we were able to somewhat neutralize this evil this year. Wow.
Get it off, get it away.
Awful. But the thing is, this year, we've had to face one of the most hideous evils of all time. This was a horrible, horrible evil that pretty much all of us have had to face. I have to warn you, you may want to avert your eyes, because this is a very, very disturbing image. Don't stare right at the screen, it'll burn your retinas out.
Only if you
What horrors have Adam Dunn wrought upon fantasy baseball owners in 2011? It's been horrible. How many here had to face the curse of Adam Dunn in 2011? Oh my God. It's horrible. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. It must have been horrible for you, right? How long was he on your roster?
End of July.
End of July. How'd you get rid of him?
Dumped it.
You dumped him. You cut him? You cut him. Did he bleed? No, really serious. Rumors are that Adam Dunn does not bleed. Who else had Adam Dunn on their roster? I know! I had him on two of my teams. It was awful. Who did I get? Jake Arrieta. On the Tout Wars, I traded him for Alex Rios. I mean, it was just one of those years. It was just awful, awful. Now, this may be the worst evil that we can possibly face in these troubled times. Because, unlike Lord Voldemort, Adam Dunn is real. Unlike Osama bin Laden and Muammar Gaddafi, Adam Dunn is still alive. And unlike Nancy Grace, who you can find everywhere from headline news to Dancing with the Stars, we don't know where he is right now, which makes him all the more dangerous. So how do we deal with Adam Dunn? How do you state Adam Dunn? The most horrible thought that you have to put in your mind right now is that very soon we are going to have to confront him again. In just a few short months, his name is going to be on those draft lists, and we're going to have to figure out what to do with Adam Dunn. Now, if we're brave, if we've got the courage and decide to face this evil head on, we might decide to put him on our roster again, but then we run the risk of him putting in another season like he did this year. Now, okay, so what's the alternative? The alternative is that we say someone else can face the evil. Someone else can deal with him. And you know what's going to happen? He's going to hit 40 home runs on someone else's team. What do we do? It's just awful to think about. Well, I have been thinking about it. And I've come up with 5 ways that can possibly combat the curse of Dunn. Now, hopefully you can come up with some other ones, because I was really digging the bottom of the barrel to come up with these. But here are 5 ways we can combat the curse of Adam Dunn. First way, National League only fantasy. I mean, it's not foolproof because, heck, he could get traded to the National League. But that's one way we can deal with Adam Dunn. Way number 2, we can eliminate the batting average category. Because really, when you think about it, without batting average, you can more accurately value what he might contribute. It's all possible upside. There's profit built into a valuation where you can just strip away batting average. Now, we can remove him from the draft pool to make him available as a free agent. There's one thing we can do, because now you don't have to deal with him at the draft and wait for a few weeks into the season to see how he's performing, and then you can go after him with your free agent dollars or waiver picks or what have you. So that's a possibility. Now, we could also have Lance Berkman pay him a visit. Berkman was MIA for a few years. Somehow last year found that he can hit again. Maybe he has a secret that he can pass on to Adam Dunn. I don't know. And finally, we can hunt him down, confront him, draft him, face the evil, live the evil, be the evil. This is the SEAL Team 6 Harry Potter way of dealing with the evil. I don't know. But we're going to have to face it soon. And who's going to try to put Adam Dunn on your team this year? You are. How much would you pay for Adam Dunn?
50 cents.
50 cents.
He will be on your team, you know.
I was talking to Lar yesterday, and he said he'd go to $12 in Adam Dunn. Who would go to $12 in Adam Dunn?
He won't have to, because nobody will go to 11.
Wow. So I don't know. We're going to have to confront this evil this year.
Ron?
Yeah.
Dean would probably pay 15.
Dean would pay 50. A White Sox fan would pay 15. Yes, absolutely. All right. So Adam Dunn. We've got a bunch of housekeeping to do.